Are you listening?
Good morning. Hi.
How you doing this morning? I'm doing pretty good. How you doing this morning?
Good. I think it's a good morning all day. And we're doing a fun thing today. We're going to talk about upgrades for the Pantlaza deck and whatnot. We're going to have fun with it. Like, here's my upgrades. I'm pretty sure we share a couple upgrades. But I've actually upgraded my deck by 20 cards so far.
9 so far.
Right? So this is to give you some ideas of cards to look for because you might have copies of these cards. But we'll go through the original deck list first before we go through the upgrades. So people will know what cards are in the deck. I want to say hello to everybody in chat. Hello. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. So, you had a good morning today, Hillbilly?
Yeah, pretty good morning. I went through the last part of my spoilers.
Oh, yeah.
Went through them, just skimmed through them real pretty quick. Picked out the ones that I like and some that I think will make a change to Arena Standard and ones that will not.
One card I think it will make an impact is that 2-mana counterspell in Simic that costs a blue, green, and X. Any counter-target spell, unless your opponent pays X, where X is equal to the highest converted mana cost of a creature you control.
Yep.
X can be 0, so I think it's pretty good. We're going to welcome...
I believe that's going to make a difference, too.
Oh, yeah. We're going to welcome Stasis Orb to the stage. Hello.
Hello, hello.
You're on for a very exciting episode.
Ooh, yeah.
Because Stasis Orb is here, and he knows everything inside and out about Commander.
Cool.
100%. Negative 100%.
I'm kidding. I'm talking out of my ass here. So today we're talking about Pantlaza Sun-flavored deck upgrades. Whoop, whoop.
Hey, welcome to the stream.
Welcome, Mugen Fool. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Good morning. Oh, man. How are you doing today? You having a good day? Let's see how well you participate. All right. So, first of all, we're going to talk about our channel sponsor. Because, you always need a good place to have your dice bags. Or dice in a bag, for your counters, life gain, whatever. And you can find some sweet swag here at cardsartopia.com. Cardsartopia.com, you can find sweet dice bags like this one right here. Super Fast Tortoise. Or that one hanging on the side right there, just right there. That little one right there. $45 plus $5 ship will get you a nice little dice bag. But if you're looking for something a little fancy until Valentine's Day, you can get one of these lined vinyl dice bags for $60. Normally $75 plus $5 ship. So get your Valentine Day or your Valentine a sweet vinyl dice bag. But if you're looking for something small, some fun, you can get some cool lapel pins here at about $5 to $8 a piece. And you can get paintings of D20 artistically styled for your awesomeness. And everything you see here, besides the lapel pins, right now, in the future, it might change. Everything you see here, like dice bags, you can get customized. Paintings, you can get customized. Woo, woo. That's awesome. And you can find that at cardsartopia.com. Woo, woo.
The best thing about cardsartopia.com is you can get just about anything customized.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. And she's also a sponsor of my channel, too.
Ooh, sponsor. Brr. That means your business deal. Rawr. Okay, I know I'm being stupid. James Willis, what's up? Boop, boop. James Willis, he's the legend. So, talking upgrades. one not, makes me think. I picked a card for the card of the day today, and man, it doesn't fit the theme at all. It doesn't. I just picked it because it's classic. But you want to introduce the card of the day?
Sure.
All right.
It's time for the
Card of the day.
Ooh, nice. Still a nice card.
Still a nice card. Classic. Doesn't fit Pantlaza at all.
No, don't.
Costs 3 blue and X. It's an instant. Target player draws X cards and shuffles Blue Sun Zenith back into its owner's library. Simple as that. Simple as that. It's a pretty solid card. Good in Commander still. Till today, it is awesome. It is amazing. I don't have a copy of this, but I'd run this in a strong blue deck just because the recycling of the cards pretty good, and drawing X cards is always pretty good at instant speed. Hey, your opponent's in step. I mean, at your opponent's in step, you paid 3 blue and X, draw like a couple cards, shuffle back in, and your upkeep, you untap your lands and draw your card for the turn. That's pretty solid.
Blue Sun Zenith.
Blue Sun Zenith. And for the picture of the day, I generated this nifty little picture. Yeah, drink coffee. It's a tortoise holding a coffee mug. It's weird. You can tell I generated because, there's like a handle on both sides of the cup, whatever. He's drinking his coffee. And Mrs. Hillbilly wanted to share this cute little picture. Yeah, it's a little sea turtle just chilling out.
Cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. But boom. See, oh neat. So I start playing Magic in 2021, so I'm Magic. Meh. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's okay. That's right. You're cool. Maybe if you want to Pantlaza deck, we'll give you some ideas.
Yep.
Very
Good deck. Out of the box.
Oh yeah, it is out of the box pretty good. But you never played it out of the box. You upgraded it before you played it.
Yeah, true.
True. And
I'm guilty.
Like, look, I could use a monster manual in my deck. Jeez.
You didn't realize how good that card was, did you?
I just never owned a copy of it. So we're gonna go. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go through the original deck list, so you can see what's in the basic deck. So when we talk about cards, you can be like, "Oh, I see where I possibly could take this card out and put that card in." Just to give you a little header of what's going on. And Stasis Orb is going to commentate everything we do like a sports show. Like when I show a card, he's going like, Derek looks at a card. He looks at the left. He looks at the right. He's telling the mana cost, all that fun stuff.
100%.
Oh, I'm kidding. I'm having fun. I'm so happy that you can make it to the show. Oh, Pantlaza is a good one.
Nice.
Pretty good out of the box. All right, let me go to present screen. Sure.
If you want to go a little bit before that, get you a Warhammer Mono Black Necron.
That one's pretty powerful. It's a little more pricey, but it's pretty good. So, sun flavored. See that on screen? Yes, let me blow that up even more. Boom. All right, so here, Pantlaza sun flavor costs 2 generic, a red, green, white. It's a 4/4 legendary creature dinosaur. Whenever Pantlaza sun flavor favored or another dinosaur enters the battlefield under your control, you may discover X, or X is that creature's toughness. Do this only once each turn. So
what is discover?
So discover lets you reveal the top card of your library until you discover a card that has a certain converted mana cost. Like this one will be 4 when it enters the battlefield. You reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal something that has converted mana cost 4 or less, and you can cast that card for free.
Oh, cool.
So since this one triggers off different dinosaurs, if you have a 6/6 that enters the battlefield, you discover for 6. So you look for a card that costs converted mana cost 6 or less, and you can play it for free.
And it's the first card you come up to, right?
Yep, first card you come up to for sure. It's a pretty powerful little commander. This commander pushes a lot of work in the deck for the game. So the creatures in this deck, we got Ixalan's Lorekeeper. Ixalan's Lore. I'm not going to read all the cards, like tell you what the cards do, but I can tell you I took this particular card out of my deck. Dinosaur Egg, still in my deck. Drover the Mighty, pretty solid. Inquinth, the firstborn of Gishath, pretty good card for a little dinosaur deck. Marauding Raptors is a pretty good card. There's actually an upgrade that goes with this card. Optek Huntmaster. You got Atzan Seer. You got Death Gorge Scavenger. You got Kinjali Sunwing. Raging Raptors. Runic Armasaur. Yeah. You got Sunfrill Imitator. A Thrashing Brontodon. Topiary Stomper, which is pretty solid. You got Wada Trainer Prodigy, which I can tell you for sure I took that out of the deck. I didn't want to, but better cards are better cards. Wayward Swordtooth, whoop whoop, solid include. Bronzebeak Foragers, Curious Altasaur. I love this card. This card lets you draw a card when you damage, so drawing in non-blue decks is important. Majestic Heliopterus. There you go. Heliopterus. All right, Raging Regisaur, Raptor, Shifting Ceratops, Quatswood Crasher. I know I took this out of my deck particularly. Now I'm Raging Swordtooth, Regisaur Alpha, Sign of Calamity. This card is nuts. Temple Altasaur, Wrathful Raptors, Xenagos God of Revels. Oh, just keep that in your deck. That's a good card. Bellowing Aegisaur, Earthshaker Dreadmaw, Itali Primal Storm, Regal Behemoth, Rampaging Brontodon, Thundering Spineback. I actually took that out of the deck myself. Verdant Sun's Avatar, another card I took out of the deck. Awakening Sun's Avatar, Zatapa Primal Dawn, Apex Altasaur, Zakama, Primal Calamity, solid include. Some spells you got the Exile, Farseek, and Rampant Growth for ramp. You got Thunderherd Migration, which I don't know why it doesn't want to show me this picture right here. You got Cultivate, which is pretty solid. Generous Gift, good removal. Savage Ramp, or Savage Stomp, a fight spell. Chroma's Will, I kept this in the deck. Fiery Confluence, I took this out of my deck particularly. Migration Path, I swapped that out for a Cultivate-like card. I can't think of the name, but it's there. Chandra's Ignition, pretty solid, powerful include. Return of the Wild Speaker, Rickshar's Expertise, which weirdly I took that out of the deck because I wanted my deck to perform faster. Got Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Lifecaster's Bestiary, Progenitor Icon. Enchantments, you got Descendant's Path, Rhythm of the Wild, and From the Rebel. And we're not going to really go through the lands because lands, once you figure out lands, you know you're just looking for perfect mana and some utility. So that is what's in the deck. And no, that's not the deck of the day for today. That's just the deck that the pre-con deck. Woo.
Nice.
Yeah, James.
I don't remember what cards I took out of my deck, my Pantlaza deck. But I do have the cards that I did put in.
Right. So do I. I know one card we share in common that was good to put in the deck is Polani's Hatcher.
Polani's Hatcher. That would be... Which color is that? That red?
It's green-red. Yep. You played it yesterday.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Polani's Hatcher. Let me do this. Present screen. Share screen. Graph all. It's Polani's Hatcher. Polani's Hatcher costs 5 mana for a 5/3 creature dinosaur. Other dinosaurs you control have haste. When Polani's Hatcher enters the battlefield, create 2/0/1 green dinosaur egg creature tokens. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control one or more eggs, sacrifice an egg and create a 3/3 dinosaur creature token. card is only mainly because other creatures you control with haste is pretty powerful. The little egg theme is it's whatever. It does what it needs to, but
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
haste is awesome.
The 3/3 green dinosaur token. I mean, that's not too bad. I mean, that's okay,
Mm,
but being able to give your dinosaurs haste is great.
right. Oh yeah.
Card is really good.
Yeah, it is. No.
There it
Now,
is.
here's a card that I'll eventually get for my deck, but Hillbilly has this in his deck, so I'll let him this card.
All right. Italy, Primal Conqueror has trample
Mm-hmm.
for 7 mana. It's a 7/7. And when Conqueror enters the battlefield, each player exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. And
Mm-hmm.
you may cast any number of spells from among the non-land cards exiled this way without
Right.
paying the mana cost.
Right. Then, what's that second ability?
Then if you pay 9 in Aprexian mana or green, if you pay the green, you don't have to pay Aprexian mana. Pay Aprexian mana, you're going to lose 2 life. Anyway, it transforms into a 11/11 with there's a transform part. It transforms into a 11/11 with trample and indestructible.
Ooh.
And whenever Italy Primal Sickness, which is the other side, deals combat damage to a player, they get that many poison counters. So if your opponent has no creatures, then they're going to get 11 poison counters. And when a player gets 10 or more poison counters, they lose the game.
That's pretty
One
solid.
shot robot.
That's right. This is worth it. This is most likely the most expensive upgrade for the deck, like around $22 to $30, varying what version you get. But it's pretty solid. So yeah, that's a good upgrade card right there. And it's good in limited. It's good in different formats. People cheat this and play, they blink it in other decks. This card is solid.
Yeah, it is.
Next Hillbilly should get for his deck, but he should look through his green cards first. He might have a copy. Because I haven't, when we're doing trades, I didn't go through his green cards. I'm misspelling. There you go. Beast Whisperer. Costs 2 generic, 2 green for a 2/3 elf druid. Now, I wish they would have included this in the deck and changed the art where it's like a person talking to a dinosaur. That would have been sweet.
Yep.
Whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card, is what it does.
Nice.
That's a good upgrade card. Then another card on this line that could have been altered. Art could have been altered. Hold on, let me spell this correctly. The art could have been altered to fit the dinosaur deck, and would have been all right because it's pretty much universal. Why can't I spell today? Guardian Project, which costs 3 generic and green. It's an enchantment. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, if it doesn't have the same name as another creature on the battlefield or in your graveyard, draw a card. So basically, it says whenever you cast a creature spell in Commander, draw a card. That's pretty good.
Nice.
And it's an enchantment. Then I'm going to jump to the next card really quick. The next 2 cards really quick. Then I'll let Hillbilly share a couple of his cards.
Okay.
Only because the next 2 cards I have are the same thing, kind of thing. So it's not worth waiting for. Like the next card is Grook's Pack Leader, costs 5. It's a beast. It's a 4/4. It says whenever another creature with power 3 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. This is another good cheap upgrade, like 20 cents, 30 cents. Get a cheap card. Then the second card, the last card on this little list, before we get to Hillbilly stuff, is Elemental Bond, which costs 2 generic and green and enchantment. So whenever a creature with converted mana costs 3 or greater enters the battlefield, or with power 3 or greater enters the battlefield, draw a card. So those are some good draw spells for your deck to keep it in theme of dinosaurs and cool stuff. And like these all could have been reprinted so easily with dinosaur art.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
All right, now what's a card that you've upgraded in your deck?
Well, I got Thrash of Raptors.
Thrash.
Yep.
All right, let's go for that. Read that card.
As long as you control another dinosaur, Thrash of Raptors gets +2/+0 and has trample.
Oh,
so
nice.
if you have a dinosaur on the battlefield, you play this, it'll get a +2, turn it into a 5/3 with trample.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. That's actually a pretty decent upgrade. It's a small upgrade. Like with the cards I've been adding, I personally wouldn't add this into the deck I have right now. But if I didn't have some of the cards, I would have added this in for sure. What's another card you added in?
ITZQUINTH.
ITZ.
ITZ.
Uh-huh.
QUINTH.
INTH. Oh, this was already in the deck.
Well, was it?
I think when it's Firstborn of Gishath.
Yeah. All right, Galta Primal Hunger.
All right, that's a good one. Yeah, there you go.
All right, Galta Primal Hunger. With this one, it costs 12. That's a whole. That's pretty costly. And it's 12/12. However, right. This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total power of creatures you control. And also, this Elder Dinosaur here has trample.
Woo, pretty solid. That's pretty solid. 12/12 tramples beast, and one you can cost cheaper. That's pretty awesome. Like if I had a copy of this, an extra copy of this, I'd throw it in the deck for sure. It's James's fault that this card exists. When a good card exists, we just blame James Willis. Just how it works. We just blame him. All right. Now, all right. I'm gonna do the next 3 cards because they fit a theme. They fit a theme. One card I'm surprised I didn't make the list that I actually had only one copy of. That I don't know why I only had one copy of it, but I just happened to have it out of a trade deal a long time ago. It's Kajali's Collar. Costs 1 white for a 0/3 human cleric. It says dinosaur spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. It's just a simple little rampish card, and it works. Like it's aggressively curved. That every time I play it early game, it just helps me get stuff out later.
Yep. Another card we can look at is Monster Manual.
Monster Manual. Oh my lord! Read that.
Okay, with this one, it has adventure. Pay 2 and a 1 to cast the adventure. Mill 5 cards, then return a creature card. Mill this way back to your hand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care much about milling. The other ability is what I care about. Pay 4 to cast it, and then after you pay the 4, you can pay 2. Tap this, then you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield.
Yeah.
Coach. So if you got that Galta that we looked at in your hand, and you got Monster Manual down, you can play that Galta for just 2 mana.
That's a good card. I could probably use 2 copies for 2 different decks. It's about $10, $11. It's a pretty solid upgrade. So next card, I think Hillbilly. I don't know if Hillbilly has this card, but it'd be good.
I can add something too. So go ahead and do your card.
All right. No. Oh, why did I put an S there? Z. Zeratar Druid. Green red, 1/1, human druid. Taps to add a green to your mana pool. But whenever he's tapped, whenever you tap him for its mana, it does 1 damage to each opponent.
Nice.
Simple. Ramp. And let me get this one card out of the way because it's similar, and we'll get to Andrew's card. Boop, boop. I know you're happy, excited. REC. Oh, I see. QUICY hacker. Harker, not hacker. All right, I can't even spell the regular one. This one's Quincy Hacker, also known as Reclusive Taxidermist. Costs a generic and a green. And he taps to add 1 mana for any color for 1/2. If you control 4 different card types or 4 different card types in your deck or creatures in your graveyard, he gets +3/+2. Whoa. Simple, effective. He does good things. He's not a dinosaur, but he's just mana ramp early game. And all right, Stasis.
Well, if you want to continue, the Werebear would be one that's similar to this.
Where? Did I spell that wrong? Probably. This horse doesn't know how to spell today. Boom. Nope, I can't spell it today. Is it? Oh my lord!
Here it is.
Werebear, yeah, Werebear. 2 mana taps for a green. Werebear gets +3/+3 as long as there's 7 or more cards in your graveyard. That works too.
Yep.
All right. There's another card I feel that you wanted.
Yeah. No, you're 100% right. Greater Good.
Greater Good. It's one of my favorite cards. Greater Good. You want to read this, Stasis, or can you read it off
For sure. Yeah. Sacrifice a creature. Draw cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power. Then discard 3 cards. You can sacrifice your Galta to draw 12 cards, and then discard 3 of them.
That's pretty good. I know one of my Naya decks, I think it's my Eldrazi deck, I actually got this set aside in there for upgrades. But, maybe I'll throw it in here. Greater Good is a solid commander staple. And it's about $8. It's no joke, the power level of this deck. Like, you can get it for $8 for certain versions, about 13 for regular versions. And I'm looking at the side side of the card. We're showing you the prices, different places. I guess you can get a 9th edition for like $4.99 and low, so it's probably played, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. All right, now what's another card Hillbilly added to his deck? Oh, he had to step away. All right, yep. I like the Battle Bond version. Yeah, Crispy Souls. Hello. Thank you, Meganful. I did not. Yeah, this Werebear just has different. You think it have a different thing? All right, now this seems like a stupid upgrade to the deck. Kodama's Reach. You're like, well, it's a 3-color deck. You don't need those all the time. But I actually replaced this with a version of the card that costs 2 mana, unless you reveal. It costs 3 mana if you don't reveal a dinosaur. And every time I've discovered off it or had a chance to catch, I just didn't have a dinosaur in hand, which is weird. So I figured Kodama's Reach was just a better upgrade to that card because it can get discovered a lot easier and not have that dinosaur clause in your hand. Because sometimes you get all your dinosaurs on the battlefield quick.
You can splice it too.
Splice it to Arcane. Boop boop. All right. Let's not do this card because I know Hillbilly has. I think he's going to upgrade his deck. One card that's worth upgrading in the deck. This is Andrew's favorite red card of all time. I'm just making that up, but yeah. Fervor. Thank you, James Willis, for the copy I got.
Nice.
Forever it costs 2 generic and red. Says enchantment. Creatures in control of haste. Simple. Does what it needs to do and does what you want to do. They could have added this card to the decks list already and just changed the art to have some dinosaurs rampaging on or something. But no. No, Tortoise has to think of all the good ideas himself. Thank you, Watty.
Well, Fires of Yavimaya is much better.
Fires Yavimaya is pretty good. I don't have an extra copy of that one. But Yavimaya. Yeah, if I spelled it wrong, it still came out. I don't get it. Fires Yavimaya costs a generic of red and green. It's enchantments. Creatures control of haste, which is solid, and you can sacrifice Yavimaya to give a creature you control +2/+2 until turn. Pretty solid. Always need this card. Always solid. Yes. So what's another card that Hillbilly updated in his deck?
Frilled Death Splitter. I don't think that was in the deck.
Why are my fingers so fat? All right. Nope, it's not in the deck. The list. Let's see. Nope, it was not originally in the deck.
Okay, with this card, it has enraged.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever Frilled Death Splitter is dealt damage, it deals 2 damage to target opponents.
That's pretty solid.
And
Pretty solid.
I forgot what enrage was.
So whenever the creature's dealt damage, enrage triggers. So if you shock it, or I don't know, jolt it, because jolt does 1 damage to it, it will deal 2 damage to each opponent. If it blocks and if it's blocked or blocks, it's dealt damage. So the enrage happens. So it's all about the creature being dealt damage.
Yep. They shock it, it returns a favor.
Yep. Here's a card Hillbilly should have upgraded his deck with, because I sent him one. I think he did.
Yep, Exploration. I hadn't used that yet. Exploration. Yep. You may play additional land on each of your turns.
Whoop, whoop. That's pretty solid. Yeah, I sent him my only other copy because I'm like, they put in Wayward Sawtooth. Exploration's a good version of a good card to put in with it, so you get more chances to play more lands. It's an enchantment that just helps you out for 1 green mana. It's pretty solid. Another card that you upgraded your deck with, I believe, what would that be?
Scythroth Claw Raptor. SCYTHE Claw Raptor.
Well, Sky's Claw. All right. There you go. Sky's Claw Raptor. There you go.
Whenever a player casts a spell, if it's not their turn, this deals 4 damage to them.
Oh, yeah.
So this is out on the battlefield and your opponent tries to play a counter spell, they take 4 damage.
Yeah. That's a good card. Really good card. I actually put a copy of this in my deck. In fact, I put a foil version of that version in my deck because I pulled that out of a pack. It's a good card. It's good against blue decks that like to play off your turn or piggyback off your turn. Pretty good card. 4/3 for 3 is nothing to scoff at. It doesn't work. I mean, it makes people afraid to cast spells at the end of your turn or the other people's turns. It's not their turn. It's really solid. Like it. And another card I think is worth picking up because it's actually fairly cheap. MIRARI apostrophe S. No, not Waker. Can't get any more woke than this. Mirari's Wake. Costs 3 generic green, white, and enchantments. Creatures control get +1/+1. Whenever you tap a land for mana, add 1 mana of any type that land could produce. That's pretty solid. And you get this for like $5-6. Pretty solid.
And don't forget about English. Don't forget about Rampaging Ferocidon.
Rampaging For Sedan. Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Rampaging Frostron. Menace. Players can't gain life whenever another creature enters the battlefield. For Rampaging All right. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, Rampaging Frostron does 1 damage to that creature's controller. I believe that card comes in the deck. Let me double check. I deleted it. I closed it out. Players can't gain life. Here's the version I got in my deck right there. I know. Space Orb is so jealous.
Super jealous.
All right.
Is it just me, or does Trigon Predator need to be a dinosaur?
It should be a dinosaur. It's kind of a funny. Let me see. Bring up the deck list. Rampaging Brontodon is in the deck. Oh, I guess.
Rampaging Ceratops.
All right, so no, I'm looking at the deck list. It's not in the deck. Ooh.
Oh.
All right, so it's not in the deck list. That is good. That is good to know for sure. So the reason why we're double checking on that, the reason why Rampaging Ferocity, let me go back. Let's go to this version. I like that version too. The reason why this card is good in this deck, Rampaging Ferocity combos off like crazy.
Yep.
And I'm going to put in this card. With the Dominus Rex, which is boom. Polyraptor costs 7 mana. Has Renage. Has Enrage. Whenever Polyraptor is dealt damage, create a token that's a copy of a Polyraptor. So Ferocitons with Polyraptor, well, every time Polyraptor comes into play, it does 1 damage to him. He creates a token of himself. It does 1 damage to him, creates a token of himself, and goes on forever. Which is why
Rampaging Ferocity deals damage to the player, not the creature.
Wait, is it the player? What am I thinking of?
Mm-hmm.
Marauding Raptors.
Yeah, you're thinking of the that there's a. I think it's a 3-drop. It's a creature that's like. No, it's actually not a dinosaur, but his ability is when he enters the battlefield, search your library for a dinosaur, put it on top of your library. And then his whenever a dinosaur enters the battlefield under your control, deal 1 damage to each creature.
All right. So Marauding Raptors is the dinosaur I was thinking of.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
All right, so this one comes in the deck. Then Marauding Raptors costs 2 mana as a 2/3. Creature spells it costs 1 less to cast. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under control, Marauding Raptor deals 2 damage to it. If a dinosaur is dealt damage this way, the Marauding Raptors gets +2/+0, which is fine. He can get buffed. But the thing is, the combo train with Polyraptor. Oh my lord. I can't.
The card I was thinking of is Forerunner of the Empire.
Right. So really quick, I'll look that up after this. After I re-explain myself. Marauder Raptors will trigger with a Dominus Rex here or a Polyraptor. Right? We'll trigger with Polyraptor and infinitely make tokens. And with infinite tokens, you have impact trimmers on the battlefield, and every time a creature comes into the battlefield under your control, it does 1 damage to each opponent. Which is why I want a copy of, I think it's that. War Leader's Call from the new set, where it costs a run red and white. It's impact trimmers and a anthem all together. It says whenever a creature enters the battlefield under control, War Leader's Call does 1 damage to each opponent. Pretty solid. Now, sorry, that's a long explanation. So just to recap, Marauding Raptors, Polyraptor, and Impact Trimmers is a winning combo right there. It just ends the game. All right, what was the card you were talking about that tutors?
Forerunner of the Empire.
I see that as coming up as a Star Wars card in the near future. Did I spell runner? Forerunner?
F-O-R-E.
Yeah, F-O-R-E.
F-R-E. There you go. Forerunner of the Empire. There you go. When Forerunner of the Empire enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a dinosaur card, reveal it, shuffle it, and put it on top of your library. All right. Whenever the dinosaur enters the battlefield under control, you may have Forerunner of the Empire to 1 damage to each creature. That's pretty good. But I don't have a copy of that. Don't have a copy of that because I would.
I don't either want a copy of it.
Yeah, a card's really good for, especially with Polyraptor.
Right. You're right. It's another Polyraptor combo piece. That's pretty solid. I didn't know that card existed, to be honest. Ooh, that's a good card. All right. So let me put these cards to the side. That card to the side. All right. No, so Forerunner of the Empire is a good tutor card, and it helps deal damage. It helps do what you need to do. Love it. All right. What's another card that Hillbilly put in his deck? Did he put Jamil in your deck?
No, I have not.
All right. Put one in my deck. Jamil, the Inner Sun, costs 6 mana. It's about a $17, $18 card, sometimes around 22. I guess some versions like $40. 6 mana, artifact, legendary. Spells you control can't be countered, and that's maybe you're in step. Discover 5. Pretty solid. The spells you control can't be countered is pretty important because that Discover 5 gives you the ability to cast something for free.
Yeah, if it's cost 5 or less.
Right. So Jamil, the Inner Sun. So what's another card you upgraded your deck with? Hey, Billy?
I believe that's all I've done to it so far.
All right. A card you'll definitely want to pick up for your commander deck that doesn't come in the deck already, which I'm surprised they didn't put this card in the deck. They put the other one in here. It's Gishath Sun's Avatar. 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. 5 Naya. 7/6 Vigilance, Trample, Haste. When Gishath Sun's Avatar deals combat damage to a player, reveal that many cards from the top of your library, so equal to the damage you dealt. Put any number of dinosaur cards revealed this way from among those cards onto the battlefield, and put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. That's a pretty solid card.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Here's a weird version of the card. Here's a version I wish I had. There you go. All right. Then another card that I opened up out of a pack that I'm like, that has to go in there. Oh, my Lord. Oh, Bonehard. Instead of Horde. Because it didn't press. No, my Lord. Bonehard Dracosaur. 5 mana, 5/5. Creature, dragon, dinosaur. Flying first strike. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play them this turn. If you exile a land card this way, create a 3/1 red dinosaur creature token. If you exile the non-land card this way, create a treasure token. This card is pushy. It pushes, ramps. It ramps you up a creature or ramps you up a mana. So that card's pretty solid. And it lets you play cards. Like basically you could say draw 2, but red's version of drawing 2. Then we got another good card that's pretty good. Is Get Lost. It's a good spell. 2 mana, instant, exile target creature, enchantment, or planeswalker. Controller creates 2 map tokens. The map tokens are artifacts, so if you pay 1, sacrifice an artifact. This artifact target creature control explores. The explorers reveal the top card of your library. If it's a line card, you put in your hand. Otherwise, you can put it in your graveyard. And if it's not a line card, you put a +1 counter on the creature that explored. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. Map tokens are alright. This card is just good because map tokens don't always promise a lot, but it is card advantage or creature advantage in some way. But one card I think it's worth picking up, and it's probably an expensive version. Expansion.
I have one too. So you're good.
Have one what?
I have a card.
Another card? All right. This is the last of my upgrade cards. Ravenous. And I really love this card because I spelled it wrong. Because it has a mechanic I haven't seen since one of my favorite formats I've played. I got Ravenous Tyrannosaurus, 4 generic red creature devour 3. As this creature enters the battlefield, you can sacrifice any number of creatures. This creature gets +3 +1 counters on a creature that was devoured. Whenever Ravenous Tyrannosaur attacks, it deals damage equal to its power to one other target creature. Excess damage is dealt to that creature's controller instead. So it's like trample, but damage trample.
Yeah.
Nice. So this card is around $22 to $30. I picked up this card because I love it. And we needed this art in my life. This is the only version.
Absolutely.
And Devour, dude. Devour from back in the day.
Yeah, Devours. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, what's the card you were saying you had?
Champion of Ronas, and that's Rhonas.
Ooh. Champion of Ronas. 4 mana, 3 generic and green, 3/3. You may exert Champion of Ronas as it attacks. When you do, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. Exerting is kind of a weird mechanic, but with this kind of spell, I think it's worth it. Like, because another card that might be worth.
Well, this is one of those cards. You play it, you better kill it before I can attack with it.
Right, but I'm trying to remember the name of that artifact. It costs 4 mana, and you pay 4, and you can tap it to put a creature card from your hand into play.
Oh, I know what card you're talking about. Shoot,
I can't remember.
it's like a pendant. I remember the picture fondly.
Right. I'm thinking. No.
Give me 1 sec.
Quicksilver Amulet.
Yep, that's it. Quicksilver Amulet. Yep. Cost 4. 4 colorless, and then pay 4. Put a creature card from your hand on the battlefield. Well, you have to tap it, but
Yeah, that's pretty good. I actually threw Mama Eldrazi onto the battlefield with this yesterday.
nice.
It was awesome. That was amazing. This card is pretty good. The creature version of this card, Elvish Piper, I think it's called.
Yeah. That's the original. Man, that goes way back.
This one costs 4 mana, but costs 1 green to tap it instead of 4. So this is a powerful upgrade card too. This one's like 3 to 1. You can find this for a couple bucks, up to like $20, varying which version you get. Ooh, that's pretty solid. Elvish Piper off Shaman. Elves are powerful. All right, what time is it? Whoa. And that's all the cards we got for upgrading today. Whew, I didn't realize how much time we took doing all that.
Yep.
Hillbilly has must be tired. All those cards.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm tired.
See, let me put these cards back in the deck. All right. Then Crispy Soul says I like artifact decks, but he also says I need a parallelize. They need a paralyze. Yeah, parallelize is pretty good in almost any white deck or green deck. That's a good point. Yep. But man, time's fun when you go through cards. So we're gonna go to the next segment of the day. What's the next segment?
Would that be the
The deck of the day is brought to you by Redcubleather. High quality leather deck boxes and merchandise. Customizable options are available. The link is in the description box below.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain, I ingest, I retain, assess and I change.
Boom! Deck of the day. It's a Pantlaza deck.
go?
Yeah, it's someone else's. It's by Raptor Redux. Pantlaza's commander. It comes with, this is a different build, that's why I chose it. Like they had different ideas. The Skullspore Nexus in here. They got Bonehorde Drixor, which is pretty solid. They got Bronzebeak Forgers, which comes in the deck already. Curious Altasaur. They got Dinosaurs on a Spaceship, which I'd like a copy of this card. I wish I wasn't named Dinosaurs on a Spaceship, but I'll take it. Earthshaker Dreadmaw. Flaming Tyrannosaurus, which is another good one from the Doctor Who set. They got Galta Stampede Tyrant. That's a good upgrade card there. It's about 17, 18 bucks. Hulking Raptor. Hunting Velociraptor. Pugnacious Hammerskull. That's an upgrade I put in the deck I forgot about. Ravenous Tyrannosaurus. Sign of Calamity. Powerful card in this deck. Trumpeting Carnosaur. Wraithful Raptors. Elemental Bond. Tali Primal Conqueror. Saurus Rex, which is a Tali Primal Storm. That comes in the deck. Grook's Uprising. Pretty solid card. Oh, I might need to put that in the deck, but I don't know. Gishassun's Avatar. Last March of the Ints. Nice. Lurking Predators. Sylvan Library. Always a good card. The Great Hinge. The One Ring. You disgust me, guy. Put One Ring in that deck. Galta Primal Hunger. That's a cool artwork. I'd love that artwork. All right, we're not going through the lands. The lands are pretty basic in general. Tyrannix Rex is a pretty good card. We got Chroma's Will for protection. Deflecting SWAT. Heroic Intervention. Lightning Grease. Teferi's protection, which is an expensive card to buy, but it's a really good card in these kind of decks. You got Temple Altasaur, which I took out. Arcane Signet is for Ramp, Farseek, Mariah's Wake, Monster Manual, Nature's Lore, which I need a copy of that. Smothering Tithe, Soul Ring, 3 Visits, which I need another copy of that. Topiary Stomper, and Triceratops. Triceratops Sawtooth, that comes in the deck. Savage Order is another card I'd like to get for the deck. Savage Order is a tutor. I love it. You got Zakama Primal Calamity, Tranquil Frillback. You got Thrashing Brontodon, Swords of Plowshare, Koga and Yadar, which I'd love to get another copy of that for the deck. Ferrari, Farewell, Blasphemous Act, and Beast Within. Oh, you got Noxious Revival as a recursion card for some of your cards. Kinjali Sunwing, which I actually took out. You got Galta Maverin. I could put it in the deck, but I don't know where to put it in. Dominus Rex, which I said is really good. Quartzwood Crasher. I actually took that out of the deck. It's such a weird card to me. Spinosaurus. Love it. It is it gives all your dinosaurs haste. It's a Raging Regisaur. Enlightened Tutor, which is an alright card for this deck, but it's one of the weaker cards in this deck, but still good. Finale Devastation, a Worldly Tutor, which is more powerful than Enlightened Tutor in this deck. And that, my friends, has been the deck of the day. Boom.
Cool.
That was quick. Well, what happened to Stasis Orb?
He had to go.
Oh, all right. Stasis Orb, have a good day. Reading the private chat. Now, we're getting to the next segment of the day. What's the next segment of the day?
It would be the Movers and
What?
Wait a second. I have to clear off some of this stuff. All right. Oh no. All right, here we go. Well, I was trying to get to the movers and shakers, and I have a couple of things opened up that were like the same website. So, movers and shakers. Here we go for the hardest time. Hanging pins in every line. All right. 5 cards going up in standard. We got $46 plus 2%. Agatha Soul Cauldron. It's really just chilling. Got plus 3%, 2272. We got Oratora Soaring City. Got plus 10%. We got 770. Dreamer Cascade. Pretty good land. Plus 1%, $41. Just chilling up top is Mondrak Glory Dominus. And then plus 3% of 1678. Got Wedding Announcement. Yeah, and just to throw this in, plus 5%, 448. You got Vraska Betrayal Sting. Good card. Good card. Plus 17% or down 70% going down. Instead, we got Haughty Jin, just not performing as well as people thought. Down 2%, really just chilling up top, stabilizing at $24. We got Tali Primal Conqueror. Down 8%, 522. You got Edgar Charmed Groom. Down 2%, you got Shadow Sanctum. You got Tekanuma Abandoned Mire, 870 down 4%. And a big drop here, it's down 6%, $5. You got Shrelth, Effective Might. Boop, boop, just dropping. Then, advertisement. Boop. Then top 5 cards moving up in Modern, plus 22% at 68.68. You got Monomalous School of Water's Edge. Plus 20% at 10.48. Got Phantasmal Image. At $3.59.99, you got Gemstone Caverns. Plus 6% in 22.20, you got Damnation. That's going to be a pretty good card going up as an investment until they reprint it again. Plus 2% at 49.99, you got Reborn to Miyagmoth. And plus 5% going up, $18 to $19, you got Elish Norn Grand Cinnabite. Going down on a Modern list at down 9%, it's a big move. You got Magus of the Moon, Magus Moon, seeing a drop. Yes, then Sliver Legion gone down 2% at 46.16. Sliver Legion's just sitting up there. It's just settling, being cozy. Down 3% at 30.80. Got Chroma's pretty good card. Love it, need it, want it. Down 3% at $35. Got Wonder Wine Profits. It's slowly creeping down. Watch out. Down 6% at $9.91. You got Children of the Whispering One. This card is more just chilling. It's not seeing a big movement. And that, my friends, has been the Movers and Shakers.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! We got all that done in time.
Yep.
Oh, my Lord. That was rough. Going through the segments of the day just properly. But we got a couple minutes to chill, a couple to relax. Any thoughts you have about the deck? Anything you want to say?
Well, it's interesting. Yeah, I do need to upgrade my deck some more. It's just one thing about Commander decks, it's always a work in progress.
Very true, but there's a time where you can stall it and stop it.
Oh, yeah. Once you get it to the power level you want, then you can stop.
Hell yeah, that's like my 5-color dinosaur deck. I have a couple decks that I think are pretty much done, completed. Until Wizards comes out with that next powerful card you just have to have.
Right.
Like that new counterspell. Woo!
Yeah, new counterspell that they're getting ready to come out with this clue set. Yeah, it's going to be good.
Have you ever heard of MTG Forge on PC? No, I have not.
I haven't heard of it either.
No, I have not. Ah, my brain is trying to relax from all that excitement, all that craziness.
I might check that out. MTG Forge.
No, check it out. Check it out.
Yep, and see what it is. It's a game like Shadowlar, but with new cards. Cool.
New cards. Oh, Chandelier, but new cards. That's cool. That's cool. I've seen people. Well, I've seen DJ play Chandelier for a bit.
Yep.
Very old school looking, like 8-bit graphics. I don't know. It's fun. It could be good. Or 16-bit graphics, I should say. All right. It is time to relax. Time to calm down. My head is overwhelmed from today's episode because that was a lot of digging.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of brainstorming. I think it was awesome. I think we did good. All right. Now it's time for the shill section.
All right. Now, I am going to do a Commander game at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time, and that's just going to be every day. And also, when I get to 400 subs, there will be a giveaway, and the closer I get to it, will be when you find out what we'll be giving away.
Ooh.
Yeah, look at that. And the wife says hi, James Willis. She see that you saw her lurking. Uh-oh, trouble. And don't forget.
Right now I'm at 353.
Ooh. Don't forget, today at 2 o'clock, you're going to try to get a Commander game in.
Yep, 2 o'clock will be a Commander game. And that's just going to be every day.
Right. That's today is a day I won't be able to make it for the game. It's Sunday, Mondays, and Tuesdays are the hardest days for me to make it.
Anybody, if they join the Discord, they could let me know that they want to play. They can join in on the Commander game.
Yeah, so on my Discord, in the description below, there's a Discord link that I click on it, and you can get a hold of Hillbilly and get a hold of his server there. Join. We do fun things. We have a Discord. In fact, I'm just going to get to my shill face.
Yep.
Boom.
So in the description box below, there's a Facebook page, which you get some interaction, but not as much as you do in Discord. Discord, you get more interaction because the notifications come in a lot easier. That if you want to join a game, because I do games on Saturdays, like live games on Saturdays at 8 p.m. If you want to join and play like we did last night, we stream the games. If you want to have fun with it, you can connect that way. I want to thank you guys for subscribing, liking the video, for being amazing. And with that, I think I'm going to sneak in a nap. And before we sneak in a nap, we appreciate you. We love y'all. You guys are amazing. Have a good day, and
Shockwave! What is your command, Megatron?
Subscribe for Magic the Gathering and other content for evil fun.
Fear not, Megatron. Cybertron